Long before physicians tried to measure it with instruments, long before the word virus was whispered in laboratories, people simply called it dragon fever. Not because anyone had seen a dragon, but because of the sound. The first victim appeared in a mountain village nearly a century ago. A hunter named Kalis returned from the cliffs after touching something strange in a cave. He complained of a faint ringing in his ears, like distant bells underwater. By nightfall, the sound had grown louder, a shrill metallic whine that only he could hear. The ringing drove him into a strange exhilaration. He laughed, shouted stories no one understood, and claimed he could hear the breath of something enormous beneath the world. By morning, Kailas was dead. Others soon followed. Anyone who had helped him, carried him, or touched him began hearing the same phantom ringing. The illness spread quietly through contact. The ringing came first, the unmistakable sign. Then came the mania. Victims felt powerful, euphoric, unstoppable, speaking rapidly about visions of fire, wings, and ancient creatures coiled beneath the earth. Some tried to climb rooftops. Others wandered into forests, chasing sounds no one else could hear. Most cases lasted only a few hours. That was all the time dragon fever needed. In many victims, the body collapsed before sunset, the nervous system overwhelmed by the strange viral storm raging inside it. A few suffered violent nausea shortly before death, as though their bodies were rejecting something alien. Yet the disease did something even stranger. After an outbreak, it vanished. Years could pass without a single case. Entire generations grew up believing dragon fever was only folklore. Then, suddenly, it would return. One touch, one infected traveler, and the ringing would begin again. Researchers eventually isolated the pathogen, a rare neurological virus that seemed to lie dormant in the environment for decades before awakening. Its effect on the brain amplified sensory signals, particularly those tied to hearing, flooding victims with phantom frequencies their minds tried desperately to interpret. But the most unsettling discovery came from the testimonies of survivors. A tiny number of infected individuals lived through the fever. Every survivor reported hearing the same thing during the ringing. Not random noise, not pain, a pattern. A deep, rhythmic roar hidden beneath the tinnitus, a sound like distant wings beating inside the earth. And ever since those reports surfaced, the virus earned the name no scientist has ever been able to explain away.